load of this. This place looks deserted, but I can sense something. I can't make sense of the readings I'm getting. Have a look around. Let's see what we can find out. There's all kinds of cool gizmos in here. Check out that old cylinder phonograph by the window. How do you reckon you get it to play? A perfect fit. Wind it up and let's see if it still works.
Good evening, my friend. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Sir Manfred Grail, collector of objets d'art and singular ephemera. I know who you are. And your companion, Emma. Does that surprise you? It shouldn't. You have invaded my home before. Many times. I'm aware you seek the cabinet of Magnus Greel and the crystal within. You've done well to get this far, mon camarade de guerre. You are brave and resourceful. And so I'll give you one piece of crucial information and a warning. Although why I should is beyond me, as I cannot hope to profit from it. But this is vital. If you are to reach the cabinet, you must... But this is vital. If you are to reach the cabinet, you must... Special lift. Learn its mysteries, and it will take you to the crypts below my home. Here you will find the cabinet, and the time crystal which it holds. Your prize. But every prize must have its perils. Where would be the fun if it was as easy as simply finding the cabinet? No, no, no. That wouldn't do at all. It is protected. That warning I promised you. The cabinet is guarded by my angels. Although I suspect that since the changes, they may no longer be my angels. I fear they are coming, and will destroy me as they will surely destroy you too, my friend. My final warning, whatever you do, don't... No. No. No!
Manfred dead now? Manfred big fat boy, but Angel's still hungry. Angel's still hungry. Angels feast on you. Angels feast on you. Angels eat you. We're coming to get you. We're coming to get you. Cry baby bunting. Doctor's friends have gone a-hunting. Want to fetch the precious stones. But the angels eat your bones.
You know what the scary thing is? The voices aren't coming from the phonograph anymore. Do me a favour. Give that crank on the phonograph another spin. And let's see what this room will look like when we've left. Well, we've got a swanky new room to explore. Hop to it. Whoa! Look at that flame. I think we're on the right track. I wonder if there might be something helpful which isn't here. Yet. Hey, check out the cylinder phonograph. Try winding it up. Okay, and the next one. Sorry, Grail. It's for the good of the universe. Hey, check out the cylinder phonograph. Try winding it up. Whoa, did not expect that. Let's follow it.
Free me. Use the flames.
What a creepy painting. Did that painting just move?
Set me free. Flames are key. Bring me home, into the light.
That door. Someone just opened it. found it. Well played, Sherlock. You have in your hand a trionic lattice, also known as a time key. Put it in your pocket for now. I reckon it'll come in handy later on. Guess we're getting a nap. How about you leave me in the TARDIS for this one? No? The readings I'm getting are off the chart. Oh, the crypt is absolutely infested with angels. So just get to the cabinet, open it using the time key, grab the time crystal and get the hell out of there. And whatever you do, don't blink. Don't even blink. It's the time crystal! Grab it before the angels decide you're a threat. You did it! And I'm using the power of the second crystal to get through to the Doctor. See if she can get the TARDIS to materialise inside the building, so we can vamoose before the angels figure out a way to follow us. Uh-oh. Looks like the generator is out. Suppose we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. Look, we can still get out of this place. Let's make a start by winding the crank on that generator unit. The one on the wall up ahead. Okay, don't give up now. We're getting closer to the TARDIS. I can feel it. The lift is ready. Make your way now, nice and steady. Uh-oh. Looks like the generator is out. Suppose we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. Look, we can still get out of this place. Let's make a start by winding the crank on that generator unit. The one on the wall up ahead. The power is on, but the lift doors need a moment to open. You've got this. The lift is ready. Make your way now, nice and steady. You're safe. You've got the time crystal. Everything is going to be fine. I think. Well, that didn't last long, did it? According to the TARDIS database, Weeping Angels have a unique self-defense mechanism. Long story short, keep them in sight and we should be okay. You're nearly there. Just hang on and the lift doors will open. Elevator's open! We're good to go. Just a moment longer and the lift will open. The lift is ready. Make your way now, nice and steady. Okay, don't give up now. We're getting closer to the TARDIS. I can feel it. It. The power is on, but the lift doors need a moment to open. You've got this. Okay, the elevator is back to maximum power. Let's get back in. Okay, so that's why the weeping angel in the painting gave us the key. It wasn't helping us. It wanted us down here, so we'd have to face these angels. You made it! Great! Now, let's get back to the TARDIS. Whoa! I'm glad to be back. Things got pretty hectic back there. We make quite a good team, don't we?
What took you?
so long? While you've been sightseeing and taking it easy, I've been doing the donkey work and finding out what's behind the reality virus. First things first, though. I can detect a force is trying to fix us in a tractor beam. I'm not having that. I'm going to remote pilot the TARDIS away from Earth. Back in a tick. And you might want to find something to hang on to.
Okay, pull the activation lever and let's go.
Nicely done. We've landed on... Let me see... Metabilis 4. Ah, well. It's better than Metabilis 3, but nowhere near as good as Metabilis 1 or 2. They were great. I told you I've been tracking down what was behind the reality virus. Well, now I know, and it's not good news. But if you're risking your life to help me, I think you deserve to know the truth. Emma, maybe you can generate some images to go along with what I'm telling you. Right then. Billions of millennia ago, when the universe was fragile and new, planets formed and stars began to burn. And at some point, no one really knows when, the very first sentient life form in all of creation was born. Or maybe I should say, she began to exist. The universe's first creature with conscious awareness was, by definition, all alone in the world. She spawned more of her own species, nurtured them. She was the very first mother. The cosmos expanded. Planets and stars became vast galaxies, and life spread throughout countless systems, throughout centuries. And that first sentient being, let's call her the First, well, she slept for billions of years. But as the prototype for all consciousness, the First had design faults, teething problems, the most serious of which was very obvious. She didn't know how to die. When she was revived, she looked on in absolute horror at what her children had turned into. Their warfare and cruelty and brutality all appalled her. She felt duty-bound to right these wrongs. She was compelled to destroy her creations, to eradicate all sentient life, to return the universe to how it had been when she gazed across the first horizons, to atone. The First has evolved into a super intelligent but very damaged figure. She's experienced many forms over the years, but now, I believe, she's humanoid. She sees herself as simply escalating a process that species right across the universe are already hell-bent upon. She's nurturing conflict and chaos and destruction so she can end their plight and begin anew. She's not a god, and she's not evil. She wants redemption. She wants another chance. She wants children who love her and each other. And we have to stop her.
So that's who's behind the reality virus. That's who we're up against.
That's who we're up against. We're close, though. Get hold of the final time crystal, and the TARDIS can get all three of them to me, so I can get back to where I should be, and, save the universe. It's what I do best. I just want to warn you, though. The TARDIS has sensed the First is near. The danger's never been greater. Be careful.
at this place. Hey, I don't want to be that guy, but I've already got some bad news. The sands that blow across the surface of this planet are somehow blocking my Zyton readings. That means you're going to have to find the last time crystal the old school way.
You are welcome, visitors. Enjoy the serenity and grace of our world.
I think it's the planet itself welcoming us. I've had a quick squiz through the local archives, and this place is known as the Temple of the First. That can't be a coincidence. Look, I'm not jumping for joy at the prospect of going in there. But it is the most likely place to find the final crystal. We've got to check it out. This seems to be the entrance. So how do we get in? There must be a way to activate this stone dais. You know what? You could try using the sonic. That's it. Keep doing that. I think it's working. Good old sonic. It's the time crystal. Ah! I didn't think it'd be that easy. Right. I may have spoken too soon. Hey, at least it can't get any worse. I'm thinking we gotta go through those big doors. That's where you come in. Looks like that's it. Oh, what? That's a Dalek. I thought this place was meant to be serene and peaceful. Shh! Don't be too loud. Daleks can detect even the slightest sound. And we really need to get past this one and through that door. If you wander into its light or get too close, they'll attack like there's no tomorrow. And if you die, there may not be a tomorrow.
Sensors indicate you are not a Dalek. You will be exterminated. Sensors indicate you are not a Dalek.
That's a Dalek. I thought this place was meant to be serene and peaceful.
The scanning! Scanning! The sensors indicate you are not a Dalek! You will be exterminated!
This night, we'll get too close. It's now tomorrow.
Sensors indicate...
Oh, what? That's a Dalek. I thought this place was meant to be serene and peaceful.
Scanning for the intruder!
Shh.
The object sensors indicate you are not a Dalek! You will be exterminated!
If you wander into its light, or get too close, then attack.
Sensors
Oh, what? That's a Dalek. I thought this place was meant to be serene and peaceful.
scanning for the intruder! The intruder detected! Identify yourself!
Daleks can detect even the slightest. And we really need to get past this one.
Sensors
Oh, what? That's a Dalek. I thought this place was meant to be serene and peaceful.
scanning!
Shh.
Scanning!
Too loud. Daleks can detect even the slightest sound. And we really need to get past this one and through that door. If you wander into its light or get too close, they'll attack like there's no tomorrow. And if you die, there may not be a tomorrow. That was a close one. Okay, I've tapped into the TARDIS database. And you know I said things couldn't get any worse? Yeah, well, I was wrong. Remember that time glitch? Well, now we're in a future where the Daleks invaded the planet. They're trying to work out how to harness the power of the time crystals. The more immediate problem, I'm picking up signals from a bunch of Daleks, all pretty close to where we are now. I'm guessing more cheese graters from hell. Stay sharp, okay? And stay out of their sight. Looks like the same door from before. We can't reach the trigger from here. You'll have to improvise.
Dalek Command reports that Earth has fallen. Our empire stretches from Skaro to New Spyridon. We must reign supreme. The Dalek Empire must be universal. The new power source will unlock total dominion for the Daleks. Reports indicate the presence of temporal anomalies. Explain. Sensors detect disturbances in the fabric of time and space. Reality is being dislocated. Anomalies must not distract us from our destiny. There is only one reality. Correct! An incorruptible reality. Daleks are the one pure race. All other species must be exterminated. Daleks rule supreme. All other life forms will be exterminated. Exterminate!
Great shot. Nice one. Ah, another one. Let's do this same as before, okay? Slow and stealthy.
Intruders must be exterminated. Unit patrol completed in Unit patrol completed in Area 8. Commencing analysis of object. Evaluate.
How many of these things are there?
Dalek Command reports there are intruders in the temple. Any unauthorized presence will be destroyed.
We need to get that door open.
Unset scanning for the intruder. Scanning intruder detected.
Dalek is blocking our
Identify
way.
yourself.
We need to get it to move.
Sensors indicate intruder Sensors indicate you
As long as
are
we're
not
not
a
directly in its line
Dalek.
of sight,
You will
we'll
be.
be able
The
to see
human
us.
has taken evasive
Just a
action.
massive pin of
Sensors
fur.
indicate you are not. Sensors indicate you are not a Dalek. You will be exterminated. Sensors
many of these things are there?
Unsanctioned sensors indicate you are not a dog. Locate the enemy! Locate the enemy! Locate! Locate! Scanning for the intruder! Unsanctioned intruder detected! Identify
Dalek is
yourself!
blocking our way.
Sensors indicate you are not a Dalek! You will be exterminated!
As long as we're not
Dalek patrols in progress.
won't be able to
All
see us.
rebels will be located
massive pillar
and
for
executed. The power source must unsanctioned activity in temple.
Wow. That was intense. Can you imagine what it's like to be the Doctor and do this kind of stuff all the time? For me personally, I'll take the TARDIS database over killer aliens any day of the week. I don't think these ones are occupied, so to speak. You're not thinking what I'm thinking, are you? We need to reach that time crystal, but it looks like this is a dead end. We've got to return to the stone dais before the Daleks get their hands on it. Well, I say hands. Maybe we could hop in and take a ride inside a Dalek. It'd be the perfect disguise. The perfect, highly weaponized, fully armored disguise. How are there so many of them here? Ha! Great minds really do think alike. Okay, I'm gonna control the movement because I'm pretty sure I'm a better driver than you. You take care of the shooty bits. And just so you don't freak, I've altered the power setting on the weaponry you'll be using. When you blast a Dalek, you're only taking out its casing. You're not actually killing the creature inside. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's do this.
The intruder must be eliminated!
Okay, get us through those doors. Watch out for that drone!
My Sensors indicate damage to primary life support system, secondary and backup circuit. My casing has suffered catastrophic damage. I have failed. I have... Immobilized.
Look,
the
a
Daleks
modular
will
power
take
up.
vengeance
Destroy
for
it,
your
and your hand cannon will rise
brutality.
to power levels over 9,000.
I have been rendered inoperative.
So be careful.
You have damaged me. Your massive damage sustained is death. Loss of control! Malfunction! Malfunction! Malfunction!
Multiple Daleks incoming!
Commandeer the Daleks' casing. This blasphemy must be punished by extermination. Systems impaired. The human is an effective warrior and must be destroyed. Regeneration initiated!
I can sense the time machine. We're almost there. The final crystal is in there. Blast that dice and get us out of here. Come on, we're so close. Dig deep and let's do this. The dais is protected by an energy force field. We need to disable it. Shoot those power nodules! It'll leave the dais exposed. Those power nodules need to be disabled. It'll give us a brief window to destroy the dais. Hurry though, they'll recharge after a few seconds. Grab that power. Come on, we're so close. Dig deep and let's do this. The dais is protected by an energy force field. We need to disable it. Whoa. A Dalek casing. It's gone. Oh man. I was starting to feel at home in there. There must be a way to activate this stone dais. The TARDIS! What? What's it doing here? We've got to go in and see what's happening. What the? What's going on? The TARDIS has been destroyed. We're too late. She's wiped out reality. Okay, we're in the inner temple of the First, and here she is. Don't try anything rash. She's unbelievably powerful.
Unbelievably powerful. You say it like it was a bad thing. Power, in the right hands, can be beautiful. And you don't have to worry about my omnipotence. After all, Mother knows best. I only wanted what was best for my children. Would you hold that against me? Could you hold that against any parent? The only difference is, I have the power to make my resolve become reality. I will give you a second chance. I will give all living creatures rebirth. And before that rebirth, I ask for only one thing: your death. Universal annihilation in exchange for a brighter tomorrow.
Wow. Talk about tough love.
I love you all. Good night.
I'm gonna need your help more than ever now, because the universe is hanging by a thread. The reality virus has deleted the TARDIS interior and wiped out almost everything. But hey, I love a good almost. And right now, that almost says to me, you can still do this. You can fight it. You can come back. Because this time round, I found out very quickly that sometimes all it really needs is a leap of faith.
Back in the land of the living, are you? The doctor filled me in. Turns out she didn't need the Zyton. But she did need you to visit all those places to collect the time crystals, because she knew the First was watching her, and by extension, watching you.
Those locations were the last things in the First's memory, and so they're virtually the last snatches of reality to be destroyed. I've hidden 3 items, one in each of 3 environments.
The doctor disguised the items, but all of them has something unique about their physical appearance. A clue that suggests they're bound up with the First in some way.
I'll explain later, but when they're placed together, they'll form a device powerful enough to deal with the First. I hope. Because the universe is so fractured, to reach a location that still exists, you just have to visualize it. That's what you've got to do now. I can't help you, because the voice you're hearing now is a simple psychic projection while I keep the First busy.
First, you must remember the office from the London laundrette. Let your memories guide us to where we need to go now. I'm losing you.
Our neural connection's drifting. Can you still hear me?
Great! And our neural connection is strengthening. Our optic connection is getting clearer. Start looking for the You got it! We need just one more piece, which means one more memory.
What do you think you're doing? Are you trying to interfere with my plans?
Ignore. Just find the third object, and let's get out of here. You did it! We've got the final piece of the device. I'm gonna pull you back to the temple, so we can put the 3 pieces together. We're back! Oh! What happened? The objects. They're here. But what do we do now?
You're too late. Don't you see that? I'm redeeming my children, giving you all a second chance. Why would you fight against that? Happy Mother's Day.
I think we need some help. Doctor? What now?
My lot, my people, they reckoned the First might make it here someday. So they created a device powerful and ingenious enough to send her back to her beginning. It was too dangerous to leave lying about. So I split it into 3 and hid it. I knew the First would be watching me, so I needed you to make sure those locations were amongst the last to exist, and that you could get back to them. That was crucial. You had to know them really well. I've appealed to the First to let us continue to live our lives, offered her a truce. She refused. So now you have to send her back to the genesis of time using the device you've assembled. You've hardly any time left.
I know what you've got to do. You've got to sonic the device.
You did it! You...
Think of me kindly when I'm gone. When you see a sunset or flowers, remember my love for you. I only wanted what was best for my children. For you.
Well, I don't want you to get too big for your boots, but guess what? I reckon you just saved the universe. The first's been flung back to the beginning of time, but she's not dead. Without her, the virus ceased to exist and reality has snapped back into place. But because the first lives, she's effectively in a time loop. She will try time and time again to unleash the virus and wipe out all of sentient creation. Her threat will recur over and over. She will always return, which is why you must always be there to stop her. I'm taking you back to where it all started. The little laundrette in London. I'm sorry I misled you. I had to. I let the first kidnap me, and I had to let her think I was done for. I knew she might intercept some messages and knew she wouldn't be worried about you collecting Zyton. Why would she? She thought she was invincible. And all the time I was working with you. I only work with the best, and I knew you fitted the bill. I always know. And before you go, one more thing. Emma, I've downloaded her consciousness into a synthetic person. Someone you might recognise. Away from all this, she's living a happy life because of everything you did. And she is so grateful. We've landed. The TARDIS has brought us home. Recognise this place? Go on. Take a look. You're gonna have to do it all over again to save the universe. And steady. You'll feel disorientated for a second or two. That's because we've shorted out the time differential. But you'll be okay in a tick. Right. This is goodbye. For now. Just two more things. One, thank you. Really, thank you for everything. And two, you remember Emma told you she'd always be your friend?
Well, that makes two of us.
Welcome aboard. Come in then. Make yourself at home. Wish I had time to give you a guided tour, but we're up against it. We can't get distracted. So, here's the skinny. Do people still say here's the skinny? What actually is the skinny? Never understood it, to be honest with you. I mean, sorry, easily distracted. Big picture. I'm marooned at the end of time and space. I have to cobble together a vortex manipulator to get back to where I should be. That way, I can deal with the reality virus and whoever created it. But I need 3 pieces of Zyton to power the manipulator through the time vortex. Getting the Zyton is where you come in. And if you want a reminder of what's at stake,